Welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal, guys. Welcome back to another Who reaction, Black Thunder Part 2. You guys saw how much I enjoyed the first part. I was really into it. I really love what this band kind of is all about. Let's see how the storytelling evolves in the second part and if I enjoy it as much. Those who are new to this channel, just be prepared to I can voice my opinion. I might like it, dislike it, but I do it more for the explanation of how I feel inside rather than a criticism of the band. And if you're into that kind of style of reactions, be sure to subscribe down below for more. Without any further ado, let's get into it. I recently put my wife on Game of Thrones, and when they show the calls there, which are obvious callback to Mongolians, so I'm just like, I got this whole imagery in my head, so I'm just excited to see like an interesting music video like the first one. Something that I thought about, there's two things. Well, first of all, please correct me, but I think why the Mongolian forces use small horses was to be fast on their feet, right? So they can quickly, the horses were a little bit faster, a little bit more maneuverable, so they're able to be better bowsmen from the horses. But secondly was, you can feel that this is one song. They broke it up into two parts, but it's a pure continuation of the song and evolution of the song. But for some reason, decide perhaps how expensive the music video was, they decided to break it up into two different parts and, you know, kind of monetized it a little bit more. But it does feel like one song. I would have loved to just have one version of it after this was all done to see it from the beginning to the end. I mean, yeah, this is like a faster part of the song. That was a slower part of the song. It's a nice kind of evolution, but with this band, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it before. I've always wanted to see them introduce more string like instruments, like a more traditional guitar, to see how it would sound with their more folk music. But I also respect how they really double down on their traditional music and utilize it to create this new blend thing that's happening here. Because I think from what Wolf told him when we first heard this band, I think when they've really exploded, to now there's an obvious of really spreading this idea of what they've initialized and started to something that's much bigger. They're really blending rock music with Mongolian folk music with all these elements. I would have loved to hear this variation with some heavy metal as well, because the only band that even did that was Tangar Cavalry, and unfortunately their demise was a little bit early because of the leader of the band passing away. But I would have loved to see this kind of combination, but I'm really loving this. Very ambitious. A very ambitious song, very ambitious music video, very different. It just nobody sounds like them, right? They're just a completely unique beast in what they do. Perhaps they're not for everybody, but they seem to be garnering a lot of popularity. I think Metallica, right, is they're opening from Metallica up now. It's just wonderful to see what's happening with this particular band. This is true talent, and to see such a small country now on such a big scale really showing the world their culture is even more beautiful to me. I would love to hear actually from the fans too. Kind of how do you feel about these two parts? Do you think they just should have done one music video, or the way they separated? You think it makes logical sense? And how do you feel about more what I talked about? Because they already have percussion instruments, right? A drum. That's not a traditional Mongolian percussion instrument. And they already have what seems like a guitar, but you can't really hear it in the music here. You mostly hear the more traditional elements. I would have loved to see an electric guitar actually be in there along with the other string instruments. Maybe too many ingredients in the pot, but somewhere deep inside of me, I would love to hear that combination. I would love to hear from you guys as well, kind of what your thoughts on it are. And how do you like from one part to the second part? Which one you like more? Guys, and make sure to take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there and keep it metal.